Hey everyone, welcome to my channel.
Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Hands in the stove, how the faucet's running and I keep looking at you.
Welcome back to the Pretty Candid Podcast. I am your host, Marissa H. Woo. Today, I have a special guest in the house. This is my lover. Like, we have went from business associates to friends to now my prima. I'd like to welcome Cass, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up? I'm so happy you came today.
I know, I'm so nervous.
Don't be. I know you're going to do great. How have you been? What's up?
I've been good. I just got back from vacation. You could tell I'm a little
You're a little tan.
tan.
You know me? I'm dead.
But I'm a little burnt too, so that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
I'm kind of like
I seen that shit. I was like,
leaning to the
damn.
side a little bit.
Damn. Did you put something on? You put the aloe vera?
Yes, and I had like some other like body oil stuff to help, so I've been putting that on. But you know when it's on the back side,
On the
it's
back
like,
side.
it's
It's a little rough. I bet you know better next time you're going to be
I-
under that
I'm-
umbrella.
We're gonna buy the jumbo size next time because I think what it was that we ran out of sunblock because Justin got a big bottle. He got a big, so he used like half the bottle, and then I got what was left over. So, but we had a great time.
That's good. I'm happy.
Beach
I'm happy.
vibes, you know.
Beach vibes. I seen it. I was like, come on, sunset. I love that.
If y'all ever go to like I want to say it's like West Florida, Siesta Keys.
Siesta
It was like that area. We did like a dolphin tour at sunset. It was like $65 a person.
Oh, that's not bad.
They
Not
had
bad at
like
all.
complimentary drinks. I mean, it ain't no hard liquor.
You feel me?
But, you know, I had a few seltzers.
It was a White Claw.
It was Kirkland's.
Kirkland's. I never even heard of that. Hey, we might have to look into that.
It was pretty good, though. It was pretty
Okay,
good.
okay. Well, y'all know how I do every week. We do our candid cocktail of the week. So, Cass, put your cups up. So today we have a reposado tequila. Y'all know I love tequila real bad.
I love tequila, too.
Okay. What he say? Girls like reposado drinking out the bottle. Whatever. I don't drink out the bottle though. We got yeah. So today we have reposado tequila. We have mango nectar, and then we put a splash of like a little ginger something in there.
Ginger ale.
Ginger ale. There
Ginger
we go.
ale.
Let's take a sip. Let's see.
I like this.
I like this
because it's not too like, you know, but it has like that subtle taste at the end a little.
It got like a mature, subtle taste.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you something. Every candid cocktail you see, I ain't never got it off Google. It's straight from Marissa Hornsby. So,
Freestyle.
yo, bartender, remember what I said. Ooh, one more time. Hold on.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good.
It's been a long-ass day. I kept saying, I was like, ooh, I cannot wait to get up in there and drink my drink because, goddamn, it's been a day.
A day.
So, today we have a lot of good topics. So, let's just get straight into it. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So, and this is one I think we both kind of like, you feel how you feel, I feel how I feel.
Indeed.
First topic of today. Everybody does not cheat. So, please stop normalizing it. How do you feel about cheating these days? Do you feel like it's normal? Do you feel like,
I feel like people try to normalize it to avoid accountability for how fucked up it really is.
ooh, yeah.
And I feel like it's becoming so normal that like people are starting to believe that that's just something that comes with it.
Yeah.
But you got me fucked up.
You got me hella fucked up. Like, and see, I'm on the opposite. I feel, well, no, not the opposite, but I feel like that too. I feel like a lot of times people, no shade to women, you know, I hold y'all accountable on here, try to normalize. All right, bet. No, but yeah, I think that a lot of times people try to normalize cheating, women especially, but men too. I think it's because I'd rather just normalize it in my head to expect it. So that way, if it happens, my feelings are not hurt.
Bro, tell me why when I was on the way here, I was thinking about, you know, kind of a little bit about where I wanted to go with the topic. And that was like my exact thought. It's just like, I feel like it's very hard to feel the emotions that come with finding out that you've been cheated on. So I feel like we also try to kind of like downplay cheating so that if we happen to get cheated on, it don't hurt that bad.
Oh, I already figured that. Like, no, bitch, that's weird as hell. Why did you feel like you was going to get cheated on? And this is what's really pissing me off. Y'all know I say this every episode. We're going to have a real social media breakdown episode one day. But I feel like on social media, first of all, cheating back how it used to be versus like, oh, you have a mistress and all of it. No, like, baby, everybody's doing that shit, right? But it's a good chunk of people who are not. And it's a good chunk of faithful people who like have a goal in mind when they date or they're in a relationship. So I feel like social media kind of made that shit normal too. And it made it easier for people to communicate and be like, oh, well, yeah, that's just how the game go. Bitch, my heart ain't no game. If I'm with you and we locked in and we have a relationship and you cheat on me, that's like, I don't know. It's like you want to like pull your insurance benefits early. Because why would you do that? Because now I feel like your mama need a black dress. That's just not cool. It's not. It's not. And I think more often than not, a lot of women, I almost said bitches. We're going to keep it cute on here. Sometimes they be bitches. But I do feel like a lot of times women try to put that shit in other women's head too. Like, have you peeped that? Like, oh, girl, well.
If this goes viral, which I'm sure one day it will, because my girl.
We doing our shit.
She doing her shit. But there was this interview or like, I don't know. I think it was on the Carisha show. You know, I don't watch TV that much, and it was what's Moneybag's girlfriend Ari, and she was on there, and like she was talking about, well, I kind of don't mind because every time he cheat, the gift get bigger. Like, bitch, what?
Cause how you feel laying next to him at night, you know?
So like a Chanel bag that was worth your self-respect, like.
The Birkin is where you were like, oh, okay,
the car. And it's just like, I feel like back to the social media thing, I feel like social media not only normalizes it, but it makes it easier to do it. Like back in the day when we didn't have like cell phones and all that, like everybody was very much on a routine. So like if you was out the routine, I feel like that would have been kind of harder to like kind of cover up, you know? And cheating is not always a physical thing. Cheating is whatever you feel like you need to hide from your spouse. So whether that's sexting, sending pictures, talking, you know, anything that you feel like you need to hide, you know inside that that's wrong. So you cheating. You mentally, emotionally.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes they be linking. It becomes physical. But I just feel like social media makes it a lot easier, and you can hide it, you can delete it, and you can lock things, and there's hidden folder, and you know.
Nah, for real. Like I didn't even know. I was messaging somebody the other day, and I accidentally hit vanish mode. And I was like, no, the fuck way. Facebook is not advocating cheating. Because why the fuck would you need a vanish mode? Like, why do I need to make my messages just on some Snapchat shit? Y'all be cheating on Snapchat, and we know about it.
I don't even got a Snapchat no more.
Really? I ain't gonna lie. I got one. I don't be on there.
I don't use it, and I don't like them great value filters they got on there.
Great value is crazy.
Those are the worst filters that I ever seen in my life.
Some of them be lit. You got it.
That's like my 8th grade son made them filters.
Man, watch out, fool. No, but I do think cheating definitely became easier on social media, and now like you got Twitter, you got what's that shit? Threads. You got Twitter. Facebook. You got IG.
Threads.
And that's how that shit start. All it take is one reaction. Then it's a comment. Then, I'm in the inbox. Now we been inboxing. Let me get your number. Now we linking, and boom, you head down ass
now
up.
Now you like, literally linking
real bad, real bad. And then here be the shit that gets me. The ones that do be out here cheating, y'all fuck up because y'all either get with somebody they too loud.
Too fucking loud.
They all up under your post, all up under that page. It's real evident that that's what's going on. Cause you know me, I got an intuition, babe. We intuition babes, okay? I know what the fuck I know. Or y'all just like super just I don't know, messy with this shit. Cause I didn't seen a lot of girls get cheated on. Damn, that's fucked up. But it's true. Like I didn't seen a lot of like girls get cheated on and they go blast somebody on Facebook, or the other girl will go blast, or the dude or whatever. And it just be like, damn, all of this started over a fucking post. Like y'all going out sad. But I do not think it's normal for people to cheat. I think that's actually like a weak ass character trait. If that's something that you partake in, because it ain't even like that whole wanting your cake and eating it too. No, you're a greedy fucking bitch and you don't have any self-control and you just feel like, oh, I'm a man, you a weak ass man. That's weird as fuck. Like, and women too, like, because I ain't gonna lie, I feel like we be cheating better, no shade. I'm speaking from experience. I keep it real on here.
Because I was going to ask you, I was like, so have you ever cheated?
I definitely cheated, and he never knew till after we broke up. And it was so funny because I think I ended up, did he call me or text me and was like, oh, you, when you was in Dallas? Boy, I forgot about it. Let it go. All that shit you did to me.
Nah, for real.
Nah, for real. Like, let it go. Don't piss me off. But, no, yeah. Back to this is a small topic just to get the, warm room. Hey, y'all, that tequila sneaking up on me. I meant warming the room. But no, yeah, cheating is not fucking normal. Stop normalizing that. And then I want y'all to know, when y'all go, I seen a girl that was like, yeah, just pick who you like and stick with it. Bitch, what? Tell me you don't get niggas without telling me you don't get niggas, because what you mean?
There's always room for growth.
It's room
and
for
improvement
growth.
when need be.
Because I'm trying to promote. I ain't trying to, like... I think that's weird to just know that somebody's fucking off on you and you're like, well, I love him, though, or I love her, and this...
We're already here.
What? It ain't cheaper to keep her all the time.
It's not.
Unless you got some documents in the ring, then yeah, maybe. But half of y'all don't. Y'all just be going outside and y'all be in relationships getting cheated on. Or y'all try to, like, put it in on the expecting list. Like, oh, if it happened, it happened. Like, bitch, no.
I don't really like the concept, too, of, like, when men cheat, it's meaningless, or it's just, like, to get a nut off. But when women do it, when we do it, like, it's intentional and, like, it's emotional and it's deep. You know, like...
Yeah.
Like, as a way to kind of, like, normalize it. Like, boy, fuck you. Be for real.
Nah, for real. Because what if I just wanted to get my rocks off like you?
Yeah, so why do I need to have self-control, but you don't?
Now I like him. I'm in love with him. No, I'm not. Were you in love with that girl last summer? No, you was not. Okay. So don't do me like that. Damn, that's funny as hell. Let's slide to the next topic. Hey, that was funny. But no, yeah, stop normalizing cheating. You just hold your horses. You don't got to settle. Because y'all be settling, getting cheated on, and then by the time you meet your person, you done been spent, bent, and all type of shit. And now you just got this horrible perspective, and you can't open your mind and energy to a new, healthy relationship, which is actually our next topic. So going into topic 2. Adjusting to building healthy relationships and friendships after dealing with a lot of toxicity over time. How do you do that, and how does it work for you? This was your topic, so I'm going to let you go off. Talk your shit.
So, I feel like there's no really, like, right way to go about it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it comes with a lot of, like, learning. Because when we break up with people, you know, and then we kind of, like, I feel like most of us go into like this little, like, period of isolation where you kind of just, like, by yourself, and, like, things are going good, like you in the flow of life, and then, like, you meet this other person, and, like, you don't know how much you've healed until you become triggered again. And so I feel like that's where it gets kind of tricky, because now you're just like, well, fuck, here I am again. How do I go about this without repeating
the old ones? Yeah,
the past habits. Like, things that I've done in the past. And so I'm just like, it's really a fucking shit show, honestly. Like, and it's hard, I feel like, because, like, how do you even decipher if, like, you want to heal those parts of you for this person? Or, like, how do because sometimes we don't see like the issues in our trigger. Like we still not like completely awake, or not that we're not aware, but we are not aware of why we do like the things that we do. And you know, just like I've been in a lot of toxic relationships, a lot of them. And it's kind of just like you're aware that you've been here before and that you've done this thing, but you're just like, why does this keep happening? Like what is causing this? And I feel like sometimes like you'll be like, okay, I'm not over this, but like you don't really see the trigger.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like you know that you're being triggered, you know that you don't like what's going on, but you don't understand why it's bothering you so much, or why you always go back to that way of reacting to something. And so it's like I feel like it takes a long time, longer than some people
are willing
to work through.
I think when it comes to like trying to build healthy rapport with like friends and in relationships, I think I can be honest and say I know I've dealt with a lot of like bad shit that came my way badly. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't because I wanted to, but like shit that just felt like the only way. So I think now, like, when I deal, like, with relationships and, like, even friendships, I try to remember, like, okay, I know how I feel right now. How am I making them feel, right? I try to be a little selfless in the moment, because I know a lot of times, like, I'll go with my move in my head, like, man, you're not listening, or you're, all right, fuck it. I don't know what you want me to do, right? Yeah. But also, I start thinking about how, like, I wouldn't want to be left alone in my emotions, or just, I wouldn't want to feel like my person feel like, damn, you leaving me in the mud with this shit, and I'm steady trying to figure it out. So, because I have a very avoidant style of dealing with things, and I'm still working through that. If I don't feel it, I don't like it, I will not deal with it. I know it's people watching this like, yeah, bitch, I ain't heard from you in a year. You're not going to.
I think we both know too. I'm a very avoidant.
Yeah.
Very. I don't like to talk about feelings, and I don't like to talk about That's something that like is very hard for me, because I get so emotional and I just don't want to feel those emotions. And honestly, I probably let go of a couple good guys just because I just didn't want to have those hard conversations.
You can't tap in how you really feel like you should. Yeah. But I will say this as your friend, I feel like, because I feel like we're both avoidant. But, like, if it comes to something, like, with us, like, for example, I feel like after a while we'll be like, all right, let's talk. Like, let's see what's what. And I think it's weird, because I feel like sometimes in my friendships, I'll go a little harder just off the sake of, I feel like, well, you know me, and I know your heart and you know my heart, so, like, we could probably compromise and come to a better understanding, versus when it's with my man and he didn't really piss me off, and then, like, he start bringing up shit that I'm doing, and I feel like, no, I'm not doing that. I instantly get defensive, and that's not, I don't want that to be my go-to, but that's what I've done in the past. So having to, maybe around Christmas time, I was still struggling with that, like, not letting go, not being able to, like, just relax. And so now I feel like I'm just getting to a point where I be having to shut the fuck up. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I think that's been my biggest thing. Like, I've had to consider how I make other people feel and learn to shut the fuck up, even if I feel like I got a lot to say, or no, you need to hear what I'm saying. Like, no. Sometimes the best thing is to listen, but also come correct while I'm listening to you. Don't have me listening to no bullshit.
Right. Like, I'm not gonna listen if you're yelling,
and
screaming and being verbally abusive.
Yeah, like, if you verbally abusive, or I feel like one thing that really, it'll strike a chord with me, and this go for anybody, like, I didn't quit talking to my cousin. If you make me feel like you going out your way to misunderstand what I'm putting down, yeah, that's dead. I don't even want to talk no more.
Yeah, because it's like banging your head on the wall. Like, you've already committed yourself to misunderstanding me, and then you still want me to sit here and try to get you to understand me. And it's like being on a broken carousel. I ain't got time.
I ain't got time for that. I don't got time for that. But I do try.
That's like where I'm at right now, like in relationships. Like, I have my little boo. We dating, we've been going on like a little 6 months, I think.
Damn,
now.
has it been 6 months?
It has. It's
Damn.
been 6 months. I'm surprised because, you know, I get to about 3 months usually. And about after 3 months, I feel like I could tell, like, yeah, I like you. No, I don't like you.
Not you giving out trial run. It is what it is.
And so I feel like he been through a lot of like very like traumatic relationships. Like as I feel like he's a bit older than me, but I feel like we both kind of have like lived the same life at different points in our life. So I feel like this is like where I kind of want to heal those triggers or like heal like that trauma, because I feel like I understand where he's coming from. And like it's like to see my issues like on somebody else, if that makes sense.
Like you looking in the mirror.
Yes.
Fuck.
And so like I feel like sometimes I'm not selfless and I don't look at how the things that I do will make him feel. I'm still kind of selfish and like only care about how like the situation makes me feel, and about myself I'm a tee up every time.
I ain't mad at you, bitch.
If I feel fucked up about it, you gonna know that I feel fucked up about it. But when you choose to be in a committed relationship with somebody, you take on, not completely, don't get it twisted, like right. I shouldn't be like the center of your happiness. You should be happy and be able to regulate your emotions on your own. But like you still in a sense kind of take accountability for how your actions also affect them. Just like you would go out into the world if you have kids and you think about, damn, should I do this? I have a kid at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so when you decide to be in a partnership with somebody, in a sense it's kind of the same thing. Like now I have to think like, damn, how is what I'm doing gonna affect my partner? Or like, you know, for example, I'm moody as fuck. And sometimes I'm unaware because I just feel like that's just my personality. Like I'm not a mean person. I'm a very kind-hearted person, but I just be in my way sometimes. I'm a Libra. My scales be off balance sometimes.
You gonna leave out your moon sign?
And I'm a Gemini.
Okay, thank
you. And my man is a Gemini.
Right.
So I just feel like we constantly like trying to, you know what I'm saying, like balance the scales, but I'm more worried about balancing my own emotions. And then sometimes like once I calm down, when I finally shut the fuck up and I kind of think, I'm like, damn, you didn't even have to say all that, Cass. Like you didn't even have to do that. Even if I was moody, I feel like I should have communicated that, like, I'm not in a good mood. Like I don't want to be bothered with right now. Can you leave me? I could say that instead of being like, damn, get the fuck off me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I do. I'll be spaz.
But you know what though? Something that I'm learning, sometimes when you are in that committed relationship, that whole like, oh, I just need my you can't always do that. And cause I literally had a moment like 3 weeks ago, we were having a disagreement and I felt like, you not getting to the meat and potatoes of what the fuck I'm saying, and because you're not, I don't want to talk about this shit no more. And he was like, okay, but I'm trying to talk to you. I said, okay, and I don't care. That was some ugly shit to say, because if he had said that to me, waterfalls, fuck you, don't care. All of that. And you know, I don't even be saying fuck you. I don't cuss at him like that. Like we try to keep our language very positive, you know, even when we mad, because that's my biggest thing. Like I don't like to go to bed mad. And I don't like to start the morning off bad. I'm real big on that. But, like, I kept trying to, like, end the convo. And he finally called me while he was at work. And he don't even, like, call him when he at work unless he on break. And he was like, you can't avoid this conflict we having, because it's going to make a bigger conflict. And we're going to have a bigger issue. And it's going to be continuous. So what do you want to do? Now I gotta sit here and fucking talk to you. So it's like, I feel like when you trying to break out of toxicity or toxic cycles, you have to be willing and able. You do gotta shut the fuck up.
I think it's really like you gotta stop and think.
Yeah.
I feel like we have like this, I don't even know how to say the word, like automatic reaction to things because we've done them for so long. Right. But I feel like part of like learning to be healthy is remembering that you ain't always been healthy, so this is not something that's gonna come automatic to you. Yeah. And you need to think how to like, or not think, you need to learn how to stop and think like, what's happening right now? Like, why am I upset? Or why do I think that I'm upset?
Hell
What
yeah.
are they trying to communicate to me that they're not, that's making them upset? And really, I feel like all in all, just like, is this shit gonna matter tomorrow? Because if it ain't gonna matter
Right.
tomorrow, then like, fuck it.
Fuck it. I just started an argument. And I've done that before. I've started an argument and been like, damn, it ain't that deep. You feel me? Like, it ain't gotta be like that. I literally could have just heard you out, or I could have like took time to shut up and actually kind of think about what's going on versus, because the one thing I have a hard time with too, and I've done this in past relationships, is feelings and facts. So I will make a fact out of how the fuck I feel because I'm that strong and passionate. You know me, I'm very passionate about stuff, but that's not a fact. It's how I feel, timestamp, yeah, everything, okay, but it being a fact and then like my feelings versus the facts, that shit is different.
I like
and
that.
So yeah, like I've had to really sit with that, because like he told me one day, like, did I make you feel like that, or you jumped to conclusions and that was the first thing you thought off the muscle? You didn't even give me time to actually give it. And I was like, okay, nigga, like, okay, you right, you know what I'm saying? Like, but no, I want to say at home to my viewers, if you dealing with it, baby, literally don't stop dealing with it. That's the only way. Like, that's really the only advice I have. Like, I feel like you got to keep going, especially like when you in love with that person and you know, like, man, outside of this little bullshit, we really good. Just hold your faith and pray about it and really try to work towards it.
I think it has a lot to do with just like not being prideful either.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for me, I'm a very prideful person, and like I'm a very like, I'm gonna show your ass. I'm gonna stand on how I feel when like, what is that? What prize do
In a
I win for
relationship,
that?
yeah,
You know, like
true.
You feel like you won the argument, but what prize did you win? You know, like. So I feel exactly what you're saying, and I might need to make a phone call after this. Like,
yeah, come on, we get into it. But no, y'all, just because you've dealt with toxicities for so long, that does not mean you don't deserve healthy relationships. Don't never let nobody tell you that. It doesn't mean that you're not capable of having a healthy relationship. It literally just means that you have to unlearn a lot of the things that you've taught yourself, that you've seen as a kid or whatever. Because, you know, whether we like to admit it, we all deal with some type of trauma. And sometimes the shit that we dealt with as kids grow up into our adulthood. And that flourishes into our relationships and friendships. And so just be mindful of, how am I making this person feel? Are these feelings, are these facts? Compromise. That's been my big thing. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into our third one. This is kind of like our lighthearted one. So y'all, it's 2024. It's June.
I feel like we skipped one. No.
Huh? Nah, we're not going in order. I'm jumping around.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to. I want to keep you on your
Okay.
toes.
My bad.
So we doing our Icks of 2024. We are 6 months in. We're halfway through the year, and I have a lot of Icks.
I have quite a few.
Look, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
We could go back and forth.
Okay. My first one, the club culture. Hate it down. Y'all make that shit suck. I hate it now.
It's
like,
all right, I'll be 30 this year, and I've been going out to the club since before I was supposed to be outside. And I feel like 10 years ago, going out to the club was so different than it is now. Like, we went out with the intentions to have fun
and make it back home,
and that was it. I remember so many times being on 6th Street and like just like meeting people, vibing with people, partying with them. Like, don't know these people from Adam and Eve, but like, we're in this environment, we're gonna turn up, we're gonna have a good time, and then if I ever see you again, cool. If I don't, it was nice, you know what I'm saying, chilling and we vibing.
Yeah.
Now these fucking hood rats be downtown fucking drunker than they can handle. That's where you fuck up, first of all.
And understand, hood rat is any and everybody. It ain't just one person. So
Not, yeah. And it's like people go downtown with like all their insecurities and like this trying to be, oh, I look better than you, bitch. Like, my outfit flyer than yours. Why the fuck you looking at me? Like, stupid shit, you know? And I'm just like, bitch, first of all, I'm looking at you because God gave me eyes so that I could see. If he didn't want me to see, I'd be blind. But it's just like so much, it's like a competition. And it's just like, I feel like when it comes to the men, it's like, who gonna throw more money? Who's finna buy more bottles? Who got more sparklers?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's a competition now. It's going down there to impress other people. It's no longer like we're going down there with the intentions of like to have fun.
And you know how like once I started to realize like, oh, the clubbing shit is out, when the DJs start to suck. Bro, from 2020 like 2009 till about 2017, 18, shit was lit, nigga.
Maybe even 19.
Maybe I'll give it
It was still
kind of,
yeah.
but you know
I
that,
remember I used to have a blast before COVID.
that era 2009 to about 2012, 2014, no, fire, nigga. It be 3 DJs in one night. You just turn, you sweating. It don't even matter what you had on because you had a good fucking time. Exactly. Now y'all be going out with beef on y'all heart. I ain't gonna lie, I done been there before, so that's how I know. Like, but
pointless points to prove.
Yeah, like it be a lot of points to prove, and it be like, y'all don't go out no more to have a good time. Just and I feel like it ain't just our city. I feel like that's everywhere now. And then it gets to the point to where it's just like, well, what the fuck am I going out for? Like now I be on some brunch shit, like brunch, Charlie restaurant
okay, any
shit.
restaurant that got a bar, let's go.
Let's go.
'Cause I could wear whatever I want.
Okay.
And I could sit down. My feet ain't gonna be hurt. You know, I'm getting a little old.
I'm getting old.
So my feet ain't gonna be hurting. I don't gotta worry about walking back and forth. I don't gotta worry about standing up. I ain't gotta worry about nobody bumping into me, stepping on me, spilling something on me.
Nah, for real.
There's food. There's food there. And I don't have to leave the establishment to get the food and then come back and finish it's all right there. We're safe. Ain't nobody shooting up the restaurant.
Like,
you know?
it's just a cool vibe.
Yeah, I feel like I'm either like, that's more my vibe, or like, you want to bring something, pull up to
let's
my crib.
have
and like, let's chill. That way, if we get too fucked up, you can stay here.
Everybody's safe.
Everybody's safe. Everybody's cool. So there ain't no beef. We not about to fight. You know, because I ain't inviting nobody to my crib that I don't see as family regardless.
Nah, for real.
So if I invite you to my crib, that means we locked in. And if you do start to get to tripping, I feel like we have more of a love for each other that I'm just like, you lit right now. Versus like if it was somebody out on the street, bitch, I don't know you, so
let's get it up.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? What you talking about? So I feel that. I feel like another ick for me and for I think specifically like our generation is like the mean girl culture. Woo! I'm so tired of that shit. Like, go heal, bitch. Because I have read like a lot of books about like just like self and like how the mind works and why people kind of like do things that they do. And like when you come to an understanding that everything is like projection, it's just embarrassing to watch, you know, because then it's just like, why you always talk about somebody
you
like.
You know what I think though, low key, and this is my theory, it might not be proven, but I feel like this. I feel like not all, but a good vast majority, a lot of girls who carry that mean girl, steady gotta be in competition, a hoe can't fuck with me. Because it's different when you pop in shit, a hoe can't fuck with me. Okay, she can't, you right, bitch. But when it's like the mean girl energy, competition shit, I feel like a lot of times it's because at a young age you and your mama was not locked in. You did not feel loved. You felt like you was feeding for competition through her, for her attention or for whatever. A lot of y'all bitches, I'ma just say it, y'all are mean girls, and y'all try to, and that's another thing, y'all try to project like y'all not on social media, but behind closed doors on them group chats and them text messages and them DMs, y'all be popping that shit.
It's a lot of lack of.
Not enough accountability either.
A lot of lack of like self-love, like, cause really there's a difference between being confident and loving yourself and like pulling people down, like putting people down to step on top of them so that you feel better about yourself. And I can't stand that shit because you ain't about to. I was bullied a lot when I was like in elementary school and stuff like that. So like I'm grown now and have learned that like I'm not all those things that like people say. And a lot of times people say things about you because they see things in you that they lack in themselves. And so they don't want you to realize that you have these qualities because they feel like they ain't got none.
Hey, you popping your shit right now, though.
So that shit really pisses me off, and I will only let you be so ugly, and then I'll slap the fuck out you. I'm gonna be real.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm really trying
like
not to
Lobos.
slap the Hey, you remember when we was at?
Because bitch, what?
No, but do you remember when we was at Lit Lounge and we was just vibing, we was having a good time, and I remember I seen your face change, so I looked to the side and it was these girls just sizing us up. And I remember I had smiled and I was like, let's move around. You was like, hell no, I'm not moving.
Yeah, okay, so let me talk about that a little bit.
Real quick, though, because we got to go to the next egg, but go ahead.
No, don't get me wrong. I'll be shopping at Rainbow. But don't bring yo $9.99 dress wearing, flip-flop, chancla, dirty black heel wearing ass and feel like you better than me.
Yeah. Like,
because
bitch, come on
obviously
now.
You don't feel too confident, and I feel like it's always the loudest in the room because I feel like that night they were doing a lot.
Yep.
They were doing a lot, and like it wasn't even that they said nothing to me. Energy is just very loud, and I'm very fluent.
Yeah.
And reading the energy, and so I could tell like they were kind of like doing the most, and kind of like I don't know if it was because like they was feeling whoever was in front of us, and so they were kind of wanted to like be closer to them. I don't know what it was, but like kind of try to like twerk a little bit too close to me, like to kind of like push me out the way.
Yeah, it was
like,
weird.
And it was just a very weird energy, and kind of like sometimes bitches ain't even gotta say nothing. Like the hater vibes is like in their energy, in their facial expression, and like I could just read it, and like they wanted me to move around. And I'm gonna be real, I feel like Lit Lounge is a majority black people, and I'm not black, obviously. So I feel like there's a lot of times where me also used to be a dancer that worked at a majority, like predominantly black girl club. I experienced that a lot there too, so I know that vibe.
Yeah.
I know that energy. Like it's familiar to me. They don't want me there.
They was trying to hoe you, and,
yeah,
and then you wouldn't let up.
So I've found myself in situations like that a lot, in those type of environments where like they be trying to pull my card.
Yeah,
and like I'm not gonna be ugly back just because I'm. That's not me. But like you also not about to punk me.
I don't like it, and I be feeling like the mean girl shit. Like we really gotta come to a mid, because a lot of it, like we raising daughters.
Girls.
Yeah, like that girl. Like I said on that last episode, that girl shit is fake. Either you a real stand up bitch or you're not. That's it. Because I feel like I root for a lot of people. Like I done been brought up in rooms I ain't even been in.
Never been in.
I done been brought up by people I've never met a fucking day in my life until there was an issue. And it literally, like you said, it be projection like a motherfucker. Like you see how I carry myself, what I got going on, how I just move. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of envy that in whatever reason. And bless your heart, baby.
Maybe subconsciously a lot of times too, I think, is that they don't realize that, because them be the same girls that be like, bitch, you ain't got a motherfucking thing that I want.
You don't got shit that I want. Bitch, I got a lot of shit that you want. This energy, mama.
You just don't know why.
You can't build that energy. It got to be in you, babe. But another ick that I have. Okay, you go first. Go ahead.
So another ick that I have is you, and this is like coming to men. Like you want to be an alpha male, you want to be the leader, but you don't have leadership skills. And you want me to go 50-50 with you, and you want me to do as much as you and more, but you want me to follow your every move, like everything that you want to do. Everything needs to be your way. And when I have a mind of my own and want to do my like things that I want to do, now you want to come tear me down, and I ain't shit, and I ain't loyal.
That's weird.
I feel like that's very weird. And
that's some hater shit.
It's a lot of feminine men, and that's an ick of mine. Like, we could go 50-50, that's fine, but I'm not sucking your dick on snap of the finger. I'm not giving you pussy in the middle of the night when you feel like it.
Why? Because he going 50-50?
No, just because I feel like that.
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna, because I feel like all of that is like being, like being submissive. Like when a man wants something, you know, you're just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And like you go out your way to please them. Why? Why am I going to go out my way to please you and be submissive to you if you only meeting me halfway anyway? You not going above and beyond in areas. Why do you expect me to go above and beyond and go out of my way and make myself uncomfortable at times? Because at 3 o'clock in the morning, bitch, I'm asleep. I got an hour and a half before this alarm finna start going off. Now, if I felt like you went out of your way to do things to make me happy and make my life less stressful and things like that, then cool. I'll do backflips and make you sandwiches in the bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever you want. Right. But it's just like, if I have to do everything that you do and you still expect me to do more, get the fuck out of my face. I want them to bring back traditional, you know, and I know that we don't live in those times anymore, so we can't be too much like, you know, I stay home, you go to work. And I feel like this generation of women, like, we not staying home.
I feel like there's a good I know a lot of like stay-at-home wives actually, but
I feel like they still have side hustles though. Like they still do something.
No, I ain't gonna lie. The ones I know, baby, home, like home kids, Target, Ross, IKEA on the weekends. Like that's what they be doing, and that's fine if that's what you like. But to your point, I think the whole thing with men wanting to be super like submission and all of that is not like. You gotta really like let it flow and let it happen. I don't think it's nothing wrong with being submissive for 50-50 because nigga, I need you to be submissive to me at times. I need you to listen, and I don't need all that no shade, no back talk. I don't need that. I just need you to flow with what I'm saying. However, I feel like it's all in how you do it. So like if we are going 50-50 or we have a partnership and like you have things you want to do, but then when it's my time in return for me to shine, you have a problem with it, you're putting up a defense about it, I can't fuck with that. That's definitely an ick.
I feel that.
I hate that.
I think all in all though, that's one of my it's just like feminine men. I'm tired of these men that act like bitches. You act like my fucking.
You sound like Tiny.
Like we're fucking sisters or something. Like,
we sister wives basically.
Yeah, we wives and shit. Like no,
I did not sign up for
maybe that's
this.
just what I want for myself. Like I want a man that like I know I ain't got no worries, and like I'm gonna make sure that you ain't got no worries. So like maybe that's just me, and that's what I want. So that's why I don't like that. Like I'm always work, because what if you die? Then what I'm gonna do? Like I need to have my own money. You know what I'm saying? Or like what if like, you know what I'm saying? Then like something comes up and like you can't Zelle me the money right away. Like I need to have a little bit of my own bread. But I feel like that's just personally what I want for myself. So I don't like that. I don't like when men come being all feminine and like, you a bad bitch. Like,
you're not. I'm the baddest, nigga.
I'm the baddest.
And don't you ever forget that shit. I'm the baddest.
I'm the baddest.
Don't forget it.
And so it's just like, you make my life stress free. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't cheating on me. You taking care of the house. And it's still, in a sense, like 50-50, just not the same 50-50, I guess, because in return, I'm going to make sure you ain't got to ever cook. You ain't got to clean. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to do the, I handle other things. And so, like, that's what I want from myself. And I think that's what people these days call traditional relationships.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, babe. I got one more ick, though.
Okay, what's your last one? Is this the last one?
This is the last ick, and then we're going to go to the next topic because we running short on time.
Okay.
But I don't like this whole throwing the rocks and hiding your hands bullshit at this big grown age. I hate that shit.
Big grown age.
I feel like you can mess up in life. Life is made from mistakes because that's the road to success and anything, however you want to play it or whatever you want to do. However, burning bridges, throwing the rocks and hiding your hands, and then trying to act like, oh, I'm the victim. I got a fucking problem with that. Because don't ever fucking play with me, number one. Like, stand on your shit. If you did some shit to somebody, if you were out of pocket during a business deal, whatever the case is, stand on that shit. Like, don't sit here and try to act like somebody's just attacking you. I can't stand a victim-ass nigga or a victim-ass bitch. Like, quit trying to make it seem like everybody's out to get you. It's always them. No, bitch. And I'm going to tell y'all something.
Be accountable.
Be accountable. If you always having issues and it's always centered around the same thing, like you always having issues because you always got to pay somebody some money back. You always owe somebody some money. You always having issues with niggas and messing with somebody else nigga. Or anytime you have an issue with a woman, it's about a nigga. Or just like you get into it with women because you don't have a good history with women and y'all fall out. Like whatever the case is, stand on that shit and do some self-reflection. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of them ones, like if something's going wrong, I instantly be like, okay, how could I have mapped that out? You know what I'm saying? Like, did I have the option to? Okay, all right, cool, and move on. But be accountable. Stop trying to act like y'all don't do shit, men and women. Like, stop acting like you don't hurt nobody, you don't do nothing wrong, this, that, and the third, and then you try to present yourself in this great light. And you want everybody to just be like, oh, no, they would never. No, them bitches do, and them niggas do too, and I'm tired of that. And I really hope somebody pop y'all in y'all mouth. Because I'm tired of that. And I can't go to jail, so I can't do it.
That's ick of mine, too, for shows. Like, don't provoke me. And then when you get that reaction that you was poking for, now you crying. Like,
yeah,
you wanted this.
You wanted this.
This is what
so
you wanted. Like, and I'm delivering like dominoes. So
I gave you Amazon Prime delivery with this bullshit because that's how you get you.
Right? Because why else would you have continued to do that if that's not what you wanted to happen?
Hello, somebody. Like, don't fucking provoke people. Don't fuck with people. Don't do bad shit.
Business. Create a lane and stay in it.
Create a lane and stay in it. And don't be out here on some. Don't do messy business. Don't just try to stay on the clear path as much as you can. Like, I ain't telling nobody how to live their life, but I done seen a lot of people, especially in Austin. I done seen a lot of people go downhill because they burning bridges along the way because they can't be fucking accountable. I've seen a lot of people, they always in some mess, they name always in some bullshit because they can't be accountable. Like,
and that keeps you too like in a cycle, because then it's just like the more that you it's really, I think a lot of it too is like gossiping and shit talking. And that is like a very low vibrational activity.
Yeah.
So the more that you continue to feed into those kind of things, and like you're not holding yourself accountable, you are going to continue to attract those kind of situations in your life over and over and over and over again, until you either wake up and realize that you're the fucking problem or you die. And we live in Texas, so
you know, it's gonna
people crazy out here in Texas. Like,
nah, for real, you gotta be careful just because you don't know
in the
people's
city,
temperament.
especially like in the city.
You
like,
know, we've had 25 homicides this year already. 25.
And for it to be a lot of times over like
bullshit,
foolishness, like just because he said that she said that he said that she said this, like
over some bad business. I done seen that too. Like, you gotta be careful. And one thing, you
attract the energy that you put out.
Yeah, like make sure the energy is straight, because it's always gonna come full circle. Karma don't miss no. My girl Karma does her big one and she don't miss nobody.
10 out of 10 shooter.
But I'm telling you, the whole throwing rocks, playing victim, trying to act like, you know, whatever. And then like y'all start talking about it and y'all forget how big this, how small the city really is. And I feel like especially like in the Hispanic community and in the Black community, like we all know each other. So even if you thought like, oh, I'm like in a whole, I never even went to school with her, we different ages, or me and him never grew up in the same hood. Somebody know that person, and some of what you saying is getting back, and you just ain't figured out how I got back yet.
And in Austin, everybody cousins.
Okay, I got a cousin that used to date your cousin in middle school, and now they go to work. Trust me, it be like that. So y'all gotta quit that shit. You got one more ick?
No.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. Being on a spiritual journey while still maintaining your everyday lifestyle. Go off, Prima.
Okay, so I feel like I started my spiritual journey in 2020 COVID.
Right.
And like, man, really started to get like real deep into it in like 2021. And I feel like when that's like a whole different world. Man. Like spirituality is it gets very deep. And I feel like a majority of us, like our day-to-day lives just scratch the surface of like how deep it really gets. And so I feel like once you become aware of like just yourself and like karma and, you know, like kind of like why we are the way that we are and why we do the things that we do, and you know that like that doesn't align with you anymore, I feel like you kind of lose a sense of identity.
Yes.
And like you kind of go through like this phase of just like, who the fuck am I? Like, yeah, I'm Cass, you know, but like, who am I? Who am I? And so I feel like it's a fucking shit show a lot of times, especially in the beginning. Man, in the beginning, I was so depressed, bro. That was when I had moved out of Amanda's and I had moved to the South Side. Remember, I was very secluded. I was very
You
like,
was ducked off.
I was ducked off and like very just like to myself because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
It's like a lot of different emotions at once. And then like on top of that, I think, because I was the same way, like I kind of started mine 2020 like towards the tail end. And like once you start really tapping in, you start reading and researching and everything, and then like you start to see that shit play out in real time. That's some really scary shit, and people don't talk about that part of it. Like y'all be thinking this shit is just evil eye emojis and crystals beads and waist bead. No, bitch, I have literally like seen shit in my dream and seen that shit play out later, and had angel numbers coming to me confirming that's what it was, and did not know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just shit like that.
And I feel like, too, like I said, it's like you kind of, like, lose your sense of identity. And you know that, like, you're not who you used to be, but you don't know who you are now either. So you kind of just be, like, doing shit. Like, just trying to, like, figure out, like, does this align with who I am? And I think a lot of it, too, is just, like, it becomes kind of, like, hard to detach. And you literally go through, like, a grieving phase because that part of you has died.
Yeah, you shedding.
And it's just like when we lose people that like we're very close to and that are very dear to us, like we have a hard time accepting that like that person's never coming back. And so it's kind of like you grieve yourself, but you don't know where you are now still. You know, so, like you still don't know like kind of where you stand with yourself. So you're just grieving. I believe like the term is tower moments. You have like a lot of like tower moments where you just like everything just seems like it's just like chaotic, crumbling down and crumbling down, and then it kind of starts to like sizzle out a little bit, and you're just like okay, and then that's where it gets to like the hard part where it's just like now you have to pick the bits and pieces up of like okay, I could take this with me, but I can't take this with me. And I feel like too when you're on a spiritual journey and I feel like a lot of times the universe, God, whatever you believe in will put things on your mind and for you to like put out into the world. And so when you start to present like these different new parts of yourself, now people have like this expectation of like
how you should act,
how you should act, and they like create like a persona that like you didn't get to pick yet.
I think that's probably the most annoying thing because people automatically assume that like, oh, here she go because she think, no, damn, bitch.
And now I think I'm better than you and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do I think I'm better than you or do you think
or I think like, because this is my thing too. The spiritual journey, what I think people should know more about it is like, this is not like, oh, we just woke up one day. 9 times out of 10, you talk to somebody that has either, because I feel like the spiritual journey is an ongoing thing. I don't think it ever stops or completes at this point. Like, we 4 years in. Like, I don't think that shit stops. However, I think to your point, you're right. Like, people create this fake persona for you to try to fit it in their mind because they don't understand.
Yeah, like now I'm just supposed to wear tie-dye every fucking day and gacho pants and walk around barefoot and eat vegan food and you know, like your spiritual journey is like an internal thing, but like just because like I'm on this spiritual journey doesn't mean that like I can't enjoy my life and like modern things that are going on around me, because if you really know about like spirituality, we choose this life. We choose this life before we come here. So I chose to come experience twerking on top of the bar on 6th Street. I chose this life where I'm going to go smoke weed and then I'm going to go pig out at Whataburger and wear crop tops and patent leather pants and sleep out of marriage. And, you know, like I chose this for myself before I even came here. So just because I'm on this journey, you don't get to dictate that fucking journey. So mind your fucking business, please. And like, I'm still going to cuss. I'm I'm still gonna backtrack sometimes.
I think that's a part of the journey. Cause
They
like
expect you to now be perfect, and like I'm not. Like there's been times where I've been very strict and like very consistent in like my meditation and like my affirmations and my journaling and stuff, and then there's times where I go astray and I go back to like being very worldly and materialistic and egotistical, and that makes me fake now because I was here and now I'm here. Like I'm not allowed to go back and forth.
Off.
But like, bitch, I ain't never been here before. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like,
I do think that like when you are on a spiritual journey, you're shedding like old self. You're trying to figure it out, and like I think the number one thing to know about it is because I'm spiritual does not mean like, oh, I hate God.
yeah,
Because I think that's like some shit that really pisses me off. Like
they were
I had
devil
a girl
worshippers.
tell me like, oh, you chose church. You chose what did she tell me? Oh, you chose an illusion over God. Bitch, what? And that's some ugly shit you just said. So do God approve of you saying that? Because my spirit and how God didn't talk to me before says that that's not how that's supposed to go. But you think you have so much insight into my life and my journey, and because you have a separate relationship with God, you don't know mine. So don't start. One doesn't trump the other for me. You know what I mean? Like I do know some people that don't believe in God, and to each his own. However, I just feel like I feel like I've given a lot of people grace since this spiritual journey, because it's a lot of people like shit would have went a whole nother way. And I don't even mean like just being violent, like just period. Like I wouldn't have fucking dealt with you. But because I am on this journey, like I show more grace. So like I try not to get too caught up in that, because when I really think about it, people really don't understand. Like they don't. We got 3 minutes. They don't understand. So I don't know. But
yeah,
y'all gotta quit shitting on people for that.
I feel like everybody should just either be supportive or mind your fucking business.
It's literally nothing.
Point blank, period. It's because to me, it's just like, it's almost like telling somebody what type of relationship they should have with their child. You wouldn't want somebody to do that.
Yeah.
So like,
damn,
why?
That's a good point.
So like, that's like, I came from this, whatever it is, whether I believe in the universe or I believe in God or whatever. Like I'm a part of this, and you don't get to tell me what part I came from or how I should play my part. Mm-hmm. Just like you do what you do with your kids and I do what I do with my kids, same concept. I have the relationship that I have because that's my choice to make, not your choice to make, and it's gonna look different from yours, but that doesn't mean that my choice is wrong.
You know, another thing I don't like before we close out, I don't like people who they not tapped into their spiritual journey. They sometimes picking prod at yours, but they want to ask you for advice.
Just ask me.
Like you could ask me, I'm insightful as fuck. But at the same time, I ain't forgot about how you low-key was clowning me about how I told you I seen 12-12, and then I looked up the meaning, and I had this dream, and now I have sequel. Like, you was clowning me for that shit. But now you done had a fucked up dream, and you trying to process, well, friend, what? Nah, bitch. Nah, like, I'm never gonna just be like, But I'm also, I don't forget shit. I hate that about me. I hate that.
Me too.
But no, this was good. I like this episode. We gotta have you back on because we gotta get.
Oh, I got plenty to talk about.
Okay,
so I'll be back.
I'll be back, baby. No, but I really do want to appreciate you for stopping by. But before you go, shout out your business. Okay, let's talk about it
real quick.
Give us a quick little tip.
I have started my business, Ethereal Beauty House. I've been an esthetician for going on 2 years, and we're in South Austin in the William Cannon and like I-35 area. Right now, it's just me for now. And I offer full body waxing, so Brazilians, vajacials, butt facials, like the ones y'all be seeing on TikTok that y'all always share and say that y'all want. I could do that. And so you know, I got all the little stuff. I'm gonna start picking up lashing again. Facials. I'm doing all of this straight out my pocket from my day job, you know, my full-time job. So like the more that I am able to like invest, we'll get to facials, and I have a few other little certifications in my sleeve that I'm gonna get. So just stay tuned. It's Ethereal Beauty House on Instagram, and it's blue.
It's pretty, y'all.
It's blue. I am a home business, I guess what you would consider that, home business. Still with the vibes. We're 420 friendly. And yeah, so you have any questions about skincare? I do free kind of like regimen recommendations, you know, so you're always free to DM me if you have any questions. I'm not gonna gatekeep or charge you for information that I learned to give freely anyway. So
why you leave out the fact that you can beat a face down?
Oh yes. Okay, so I'm not off. I have been working at Sephora, and so I was beating faces down in Sephora, as well as my own face. I've been doing makeup since 2016. I'm a little sweaty right now, so this is a light beat. But I'm leaving Sephora. Great place to work. Loved it there. Loved all my clients. But, you know, just at a point in my life where I'm going to move around. So I won't be doing makeup probably for a while until I kind of like build my kid up and stuff like that. But if you let me know ahead of time, I can always manage to get what I feel like I'll need.
And she gonna do it, baby. All colors. It don't even matter, babe.
You're not gonna look like you're going to your funeral, and you're not gonna look like Mariah Lynn off of Betty's.
It's gonna look, cause she be looking so bad.
That's mean.
It's like white and yellow, and I hate that.
It's like green sometimes.
Sometimes sky too.
I know my colors. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, she do. I seen it for real. Y'all know I don't cap nobody down. So I just want to say real quick, I am very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of. I guess I've like really seen you grow like in almost the last 5 years. So we didn't.
I'm proud of you too. I be looking. I'm just like, I was thinking about it on the way over here, and I was just like, man, I'm so proud. One thing that I will say about Marissa is that like when she like puts her mind to something, that she's very consistent with it, and like she like puts her all into it, and really like she don't half step, she don't half ass. Like even with House of Noel, I feel like you, even though you were a small business, like you could still tell that you put your all into it, and you always made sure that like we left with gifts, and that you did like we did brunches, and you know like you always went out of your way to like make us feel appreciated. But like I think that's one of the characteristics, or like something about you that I probably don't always tell you, but that I really admire, is like you consistent. And I'll be like, you make me cry, I know. And I just want to say I'm so proud of you, and I love you.
I love you, Prima. Thank you, bitch. We can't get on here and cry.
Cut.
Look, now we gotta end it. But no, to my viewers, please follow, like, subscribe. The Pretty Candid Podcast is now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're now on YouTube. You got 3 platforms. You have no excuse. No excuse.
None.
Tell your mama, your auntie, the lady in the neighborhood that you really don't fuck with. Tell her too, though. You know. We appreciate y'all for following. All of the love. Like I said, I don't get to respond to every comment or anything, but I do see y'all, and I do appreciate it. I love y'all bunches. We're going to continue to go up. Cass will be back for another episode, and you'll catch us again next Thursday. Same place, same time. Candid Cocktail in line. So y'all have a great week. Love y'all, and we will see y'all next time. Ow. Cut.
Focus on me.